If 3 men can complete a task in 12 days, how many men are needed to complete it in 4 days? So the first thing we need to do is to compute total man's day required. So if you look at the first line of the equation, if 3 men can complete a task in 12 days, so this is going to be 3 men multiplied by 12 days, which is going to give us 36 men days. So, but the question asks us to find how many men are needed to complete in 4 days. So all we're going to do is to divide this 36 men days by 4 days, which is going to give us 9 men. So therefore, it will take 9 men to complete the same task in 4 days. If x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2, then we are asked to evaluate 2x squared plus 3y. So this is just a substitution. All we're going to do is to replace 3 as x in the expression and also replace 2 as y. So the given expression is what? 2x to the power of 2 then plus 3y, giving x equal to 3 and y is equal to 2. So in this, anywhere we see x and y, we're going to replace 3 and 2 respectively. So this is going to be equal to 2. In place of x, we replace 3 to the power of 2, then plus 3. In place of y, we replace 2. So this is going to be equal to, first of all, we start with the one that have exponent. 3 to power 2 implies 3 multiplied by 3, which is going to give us 9. Then 9 multiplied by 2 is going to be 18. Then plus 3 times 2 is going to give us 6. And when we add 6 to 18, is going to give us 24. So therefore 25 is the value of this expression if x is 3 and y is 2. Find 25% of 480. So 25% imply 25 divided by 100. Then of in mathematics imply multiplication, then 480. Now we need to simplify this expression. So this 0 is going to cancel the 0. We're left with 25 divided by 10 in the left hand side, which is going to give us 2.5, then multiply by 48. And when you multiply 2.5 by 8, it's going to give us 120. So therefore, 120 is 25% of 480. A car travels 240 kilometers in 4 hours. What is the average speed in kilometer per hour? So all we're going to do is to recall the formula for speed. So speed is equal to distance all over time. So from the equation, the distance the car cover is 240 kilometers. So we're going to substitute 240 kilometers in place of distance, then over time. So if you look at the equation, 240 kilometers in 4 hours. So it covers 4 hours in place of time. So this is going to be 240 kilometers divided by 4 hours is going to give us 60 kilometers per hour. So this is the answer to this question. Solve for x. Given 5x minus 7 is equal to 18. So this is linear equation. So we are given 5x minus 7 is equal to 18. So the first thing we need to do is to take this constant negative 7 to the right hand side of this equation. So this is going to be 5x equal to, whenever a negative number cross an equality sign, it becomes positive. And the right hand side here we have 18. So this negative 7 is going to become positive 7. So we're going to have 5x equal to 18 plus 7 is going to give us 25. Then we divide both sides by the coefficient of x to get the value of x. So we divide the left hand side by 5 and also by 5 in the right hand side. So this 5 is going to cancel this 5. X will be equal to 25 divided by 5 is going to give us 5. So therefore 5 is the value of x that satisfies this equation. The sum of two numbers is 40 and their difference is 8. Find the two numbers. So if you look at the first line of equation, is to read the sum of two numbers, but we don't know the number. We can say let the number be x and y. So this is the two unknown number. So the sum of two numbers, so this is going to be the sum of x plus y is going to give us 40. And if you look at the equation further, it say and their difference is 8. So that means x minus y is going to give us 8. Then we are asked to find the two number. So that means we're going to look for the value of x and y simultaneously from this equation. So let's name the first equation as equation 1 and the second equation as equation 2. So if you look at the middle, we have positive y and negative y, so it's going to cancel. So therefore we can add the two equations together. So x plus s is going to give us 2x, then y minus y is going to give us 0. This is going to be equal to 40 plus 8 is going to give us 48. Now to get the value of x from here, we need to divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 2. So that this 2 is going to cancel this 2. X will be equal to 48 divided by 2 is going to give us 24. So the value of x is going to give us 24, right? Then to solve for the value of y, we are going to replace this value of x to any of the equation. So let's use equation 1, which is x plus y equal to 40. So in place of x, we're going to replace 24. So this is going to be 24 plus y equal to 40. Then when we take away this 24 to the right hand side, become negative. So we have only y in the left hand side, which is going to be equal to 24. We'll go to the other side, is going to turn to negative 24. So y now will be equal to 40 minus 24 is going to give us 16. So therefore, the first number is going to be 24, which is x, and the second number is going to be 6. We are asked to simplify 3 into the bracket of a plus 2b minus 2 into the bracket of 2a minus b. So all we're going to do is to simplify this algebraic expression by first of all open the bracket. So the given expression is 3 into the bracket of a plus 2b, then minus 2 into the bracket of 2a minus b. So the first thing we're going to do is to distribute this 3 into the bracket. 3 multiplied by a is going to give us 3a. Then 3 multiplied by 2b is going to give us 6b. Then negative 2 multiplied by 2a is going to give us negative 4a. Then this negative again is attached to 2. So negative 2 multiplied by negative b is going to give us positive 2b, because negative is going to cancel and become positive. So the next thing we're going to do is to combine the like term. So here we have 3a and this is negative 4a. So 3a minus 4a is going to give us negative 1a. Then 6b plus 2b is going to give us 8b. So therefore, if x squared minus 9 is equal to 0, then find the values of x. So this is quadratic equation and we are expected to get two solutions. The given equation is x squared minus 9 is equal to 0. Now to solve for the value of x from this equation, the first thing we need to do is to take this negative 9 to the right hand side of the equation. So we're going to have x squared equal to, then when this negative 9 cross an equality sign, if x squared minus 9 is equal to 0, then we are asked to find the values of x. So this is quadratic equation because the highest power of the variable x is 2 and we are expected to get two solutions. So the given equation is x squared minus 9 is equal to 0. Now to solve for the value of x from this equation, the first thing we need to do is to take this negative 9 to the right hand side of this equation. So we're going to have x squared equal to, when negative cross an equality sign, is become positive 9. Now the next thing we're going to do, remember we're looking for the values of x, not x squared. So what are we going to do to eliminate the square is by taking the square root of both sides. So we take the square root of the right hand side, of the left hand side, we also take the square root of the right hand side. But remember, when you are taking the square root of the right hand side, it's going to be positive or negative of that number, so that this square is going to cancel the square root. We are left with x in the left hand side, which is equal to positive or negative square root of 9 is going to give us 3. So therefore x equal to positive 3 or negative 3. So these are the two values of x that satisfy the equation.